Hi everyone. In case 1, the ethical issues are at least of threefold. There was no IRB approval for clinical trials before patient recruitment, and the adverse effects in animal studies were not reported completely to NIH and also in the consent forms to patients, and conflicts of interest was also not disclosed in the consent forms. The supporting guidelines here are the Belmont Report, Declaration of Helsinki, regarding respect for persons, and the institutional IRB policies. One possible solution is that the study itself should have been halted upon severe adverse effects noted in animal studies. If they had been reported to NIH, the study would not have probably gotten approved as is to clinical trials. So then getting IRB approval or stating about the severe adverse effects and deaths in animal studies or conflicts of interest in consent forms becomes irrelevant, as the study should not have proceeded as is without more studies regarding dose or modifications of the gene delivery method. In case 2, the ethical issues are the ethical issue was using phrases verbatim without placing them under quotations or paraphrasing from sources without properly citing them. The supporting guidelines are SHAMU text and institutional policies, and also guidelines protecting intellectual property rights. The possible solutions are that if anything is used verbatim, place them under quotations and cite the resource, or even if paraphrasing, cite the resource. As rules regarding plagiarism may be new and different to Sally than what she has been exposed to in China, it is recommended that she uses online resources and tools such as Authenticate to ensure what she writes does not fall under plagiarism. She could also avail of official services in the university to help with writing or go over such issues as plagiarism. Most universities and advisors are good about spending sufficient amount of time during orientation about ethics in plagiarism. There can be more such seminars conducted frequently or more awareness spread about such available helpful resources in universities to avoid such issues. Ohio State does a great job at this. Most journals also talk about plagiarism and available tools to detect it in their instructions to authors section. Such sections and definitions could be included more explicitly and clearly in Federal Fellowship Instructions page as well. In case 3, the ethical issues were that outliers were not properly reported and data was made up, and decades of research, time and efforts of hundreds and thousands of people and millions of taxpayer money could have easily been wasted because every research is based on a previous research. So high ethical standards need to be maintained while reporting data. One of the supporting guidelines is the National Science Foundation guidelines regarding reporting data and how to keep a lab notebook. And the potential solutions here could be that if outliers are avoided for a reason, it should be reported in the manuscript with the rationale. And making up of data is a big no-no at any cost, regardless of it changing the final conclusion. Data needs to be reported as is, period. It's unfortunate, but the investigator has to face the repercussions such as loss of research funding, job, and loss of job of his employees and students. It's the responsibility of everyone, not just the principal investigator, to ensure ethical reporting of data. Whistleblowers need to be encouraged more and more, and there needs to be structures in place to protect the privacy of whistleblowers and provide them platforms such as University Integrity Office to report such wrongdoings. Information about such platforms need to be available easily to everyone.